Textbooks suck. Spending money. You know what, medical school isn't that hard. What's going on, everyone? I'm Rohan, a fourth year medical student currently studying at Cardiff University, and today I thought I'd go into some details about what I wish I knew before medical school. Let's get into it. Numero uno. You will be absolutely humbled by the people that you meet in medical school. Just think, when you were at school, you might have been the smartest of the bunch. I ain't talking about myself, but I'm talking about you. But when you get to medical school, everyone's smart. The guy or the girl that are at the top of the year make you look like absolutely nothing. Just think about that when you join, because you think you're on some next level stuff because you got into medical school. Remember, everyone got into medical school. You gotta start again. You gotta learn more. You gotta be more. Just remember, you're gonna be humbled. Tip number 2, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I know too many people who've done this. Don't buy textbooks. When you join medical school and you think that, you're gonna buy some textbooks, you're gonna buy some Grey's Anatomy flashcards, don't do it. I'll show you what those flashcards actually do. They collect dust at the top of your shelf for the rest of the year. You know what? Scrap that. For the rest of your medical school experience, you will probably never use your Grey's Anatomy flashcards, and so don't buy them unless you absolutely know that you're going to need them. And don't forget, textbooks are only good to a certain extent, and there's always free copies online. There's no need to fork out 60, 70, maybe even £100 for a Pocock's or a Kamar's clinical textbook. It's just not needed. So when I said that I knew people that bought textbooks, well, you're looking at him. Just have a look at this. Never used it once, but I have it though, just in case I want to be a surgeon. Used it once because I needed to know what cystic fibrosis was in year 1. Used this thick textbook 3 times this year. I always go by this thought process. If you ever want to buy anything expensive, then you wait 24 hours. And if after even 24 hours you still want to buy that thing, then go for it. But usually after 24 hours, the feeling of wanting to buy something usually goes away. Another thing you have to consider is that most universities have libraries, where you get books from for free. Tip number 3. So I don't know about your medical schools, but when I joined medical school, there was a very big emphasis on to join medical school societies like ENT Society, GP Society, Pre-Hospital Emergency Medicine Society, whatever floats your boat. What I would tell my fresh, new, 18-year-old self, don't bother about any specialties. You just start in medical school. No one's expecting you to be a doctor straight off the bat, but I do have a tip if you are planning to join these societies. Come here. Let me tell you a secret. Just suss out the societies that are going to give you the best resources. So what do I mean by that? Medical school societies are mainly there to give you information and knowledge and to provide you with skills that you can learn and gain as part of your training as a medical student and then eventually progress into a doctor. So get a feeling of which society is going to give you the best knowledge, the best skills, and the best resources for you as a medical student. So let's say a society teach you really cool surgical skills like suturing. Hop on that, learn that, and join that society. Remember, they're giving value to you. Tip number 5. Your fellow medical students will not be as open with their revision as you may think. Let's put it this way, when you join medical school, there's a little bit of a side of competition when it comes to revision and exams and who comes the best. I wish I knew that people will provide absolute cap for how little revision they did, and then they would absolutely bang the exam. Well, you know what? I don't like you very much, and
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
People lie about the revision all the time because doing revision equals not being cool. Don't be shocked when people aren't gonna revise with you or they're very closed off with their revision and they lie about how much revision they've done. People lie. It's the circle of life. Number 6, the final tip. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Medical school isn't that hard. It's easy as hell. You thought I was gonna swear there, but I didn't. No, but seriously, before I started medical school, I thought that the only thing that I would be doing was putting my head down in a book and not looking up for the entire semester or the entire term. I thought that I'd be in libraries all the time. P.S. I absolutely hate libraries and have no fun, and then that would be my life until I graduated and became a doctor, which I now realize is actually the opposite way around, where when you become a doctor, you're working and you have no life, and then when you're a medical student, you actually do. Even during my freshers, Cardiff University have adopted the rule of providing PCS to us during our freshers. PCS is where we were given 9 to 5 p.m. lectures every single day and tutorials for the entirety of the first term. Now just let that sink in. 9 to 5 every single day, no break, obviously weekends, but no break during the week. It was draining, but you know what? I still had a good time. I still went out with my friends. I still did all of those societies that I said that I signed up for before. And even now, as a 4th year medical student, people think that all you're going to be doing is revising. Fair enough, I am revising a lot right now, but that's only because I have an exam coming up. So if you think about it like this, medical school exams happen every 3 months. So that means that every 3 months, a solid month beforehand maybe, unless you like to start really early, you're going to start 2 months early. That still leaves you 1 month in between each exam to have fun. Yeah, I know 1 month doesn't seem like a lot in the whole scheme of things, but when people think of medical school, they think of absolute torture. So 1 month is actually pretty good. When you think about joining medical school, just know that you actually do have free time, and everybody comes out as a doctor, so it's all good in the end. I cannot emphasize this enough in any of my videos. Medicine is not everything. You are a person. Have some fun. So those are the little things that I wish I knew before university and before medical school. I hope you enjoy watching. If you want to know how medical school has been so far and what placement has been like, then have a look at my last video. And if you want to know anything else about medical school, then have a look at my other videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go.